Urgent Las Vegas Raiders fans. Do not miss this. What just happened? You won't believe this one. But before we reveal the big news, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because here, we bring you daily videos with the latest Las Vegas Raiders updates. And to not miss anything, activate the notifications. Hey, Raider Nation! Today, we've got some pretty surprising news that's sure to get you talking. The Las Vegas Raiders, always known for making bold moves, have just signed a player who's been out of the game for a little while now, someone who, just a year ago, was considered one of the top linebackers in the league, but who has since been battling injuries and setbacks. And let me tell you, this signing has everyone in the NFL community buzzing, especially us die-hard Raiders fans. So, what's the scoop? Well, the Raiders have brought in former Pro Bowl linebacker Jaylon Smith, a guy who missed the entire 2024 season and only appeared in one game in 2023. Yep, you heard that right. After all the injuries and tough times, he's back in the NFL, and he's wearing the silver and black now. It's a move that's got some mixed reactions, but overall, it's a gamble worth taking. The Raiders, as you know, are always looking for ways to bolster their defense, and bringing in a player with Jaylon Smith's talent and experience is definitely intriguing. This signing came after a weekend tryout, and reports confirm that a deal was reached late Sunday evening. Now, I know what you're thinking, what makes this move so significant? Well, let's dig into Jaylon Smith's background a little bit. He was a second-round pick by the Dallas Cowboys out of Notre Dame, and he was once considered a rising star in the league. Even though he faced some injury issues in college, he managed to play 16 games in each of his first 4 NFL seasons, which is no small feat during those years. He really made a name for himself, especially from 2018 to 2020, when he posted 3 straight seasons with over 120 tackles. That's elite production right there, folks. But then, things started to change. Injuries crept in again, and his availability took a nosedive. Since that prime stretch, his games played have dwindled, just 10 games in 2021, 13 in 2022, and only 1 in 2023. And, sadly, injuries have kept him from reaching the heights he once had. Now, at 29 years old, Jaylon Smith is at a critical crossroads. He's hoping for one last shot to prove he can still contribute at a high level. He played 1 game for the Raiders last season, tallying just 2 tackles, but that's enough to remind everyone of his potential when healthy. So, why did the Raiders take this chance? Well, it's simple, he's a low-risk, high-reward kind of signing. If Jaylon Smith can stay healthy, he could bring a lot to the Raiders' linebacker core. He's got experience, leadership, and a nose for the ball. The Raiders are in a bit of a rebuild mode on defense, and adding someone like Smith gives them depth and a veteran presence in the linebacker room. Plus, it's not a massive financial investment. If it doesn't work out, they can part ways without much of a fuss. But if he recovers his form, he could be a real steal for Vegas. Now, let's talk a bit about the bigger picture here. The Raiders' defense last season was a mixed bag. They struggled against the run at times, and their linebacker play was inconsistent. Bringing in a player like Jaylon Smith, who's shown he can rack up tackles and make plays, could be exactly what they need to shore up that middle and bring more stability. The coaching staff has to be optimistic about this move, seeing the potential for Smith to slot into their defensive schemes, especially with new defensive coordinator Patrick Graham looking to make a difference this year. And it's not just about adding a player, they're also sending a message to their roster and to the league. The Raiders are serious about winning now, and they're willing to take calculated risks to improve their squad. Remember, this is a team that's been in the playoffs recently, and with a few more pieces, they believe they can contend for a postseason spot again. The AFC is tough, no doubt about it, but with the talent they have and some smart moves like this one, they're not ruling out anything. Now, for the fans, this signing is a mixed bag of emotions. Some are excited about the potential comeback story, especially given Smith's talent and his past dominance. Others are cautious, reminding everyone that injuries have haunted him and that he's been out of the game for a while. But isn't that what makes this move so fascinating? It's a story of redemption, of a player hoping to prove he's still got what it takes, and a franchise willing to give him that shot. That's what makes football so compelling, right? The resilience, the comebacks, and the relentless pursuit of greatness. And speaking of that, let's not forget the context of the Raiders' current roster. They've added some key pieces in free agency, drafted promising talents, and are now focusing on filling in the gaps, especially on defense. The linebacker position was a point of concern last season, and with the addition of someone like Jaylon Smith, they're hoping to bring more stability and leadership to that unit. It's a low-risk, high-reward move, and if he stays healthy, he could be a difference-maker, especially in critical situations. This signing also adds an interesting dynamic to the linebacker competition in training camp. We might see some veterans battling for starting spots, but Smith's experience and leadership could give him an edge. It's an exciting development, and it keeps the competition fierce. Plus, it's a reminder that the Raiders are always looking for those diamond-in-the-rough players who can turn things around and make an impact. They're not afraid to gamble on talent, even if it's been sidelined for a while. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the broader picture of Jaylon Smith's career. His journey is a testament to the ups and downs of NFL life. From college star at Notre Dame to a second-round pick and then a Pro Bowler in Dallas, he showed glimpses of greatness early on. His 2018 to 2020 seasons were impressive, and many believed he'd become one of the league's top linebackers for years to come. But injuries and setbacks changed that trajectory. Still, he's a guy who's never lost his drive and passion for the game. He's fighting to get back to that level, and now, with the Raiders, he has that opportunity. And, of course, we can't ignore what this means for Raiders fans who love a good comeback story. It's a chance to cheer for a player who's faced adversity head-on and is now trying to reclaim his spot in the NFL. If he can stay healthy and perform well in Vegas, he'll not only boost the team's defense but also inspire countless fans who believe in second chances and perseverance. That's what football is all about, isn't it? Overcoming obstacles, defying expectations, and giving everything you have on the field. So, what's next for Jaylon Smith? Well, he'll likely go through the typical training camp battles, trying to impress the coaching staff and prove that he's still got it. The Raiders will monitor his health closely, and if all goes well, he could become a key part of their defense this season. There's a lot of excitement around that possibility, and Raider Nation should be watching closely. This signing might just turn into one of those underrated moves that pays huge dividends in the long run. Before we wrap up, I want to highlight that this isn't just about one player, it's about the resilience and relentless spirit that defines the Raiders organization. They've always been a team that's willing to take chances, to bet on talent, and to fight against the odds. Bringing in Jaylon Smith is another chapter in that story. Whether he becomes a superstar again or just a dependable rotational player, it's a move that shows their commitment to building a competitive, gritty defense. And now, Las Vegas Raiders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on this signing? Are you excited about the potential comeback? Do you think Jaylon Smith can return to his Pro Bowl form? Or are you a bit cautious, waiting to see how he performs in training camp and the preseason? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion matters so much to us and to the Raiders. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates, so stay tuned for all the latest Las Vegas Raiders news. This season is shaping up to be one of the most exciting yet, and with moves like this, the Raiders are definitely making a statement. Keep your eyes peeled, Raider Nation, because big things are happening, and I can't wait to see how it all unfolds.